Oh, well, great. I did that, but then I realized I have to blow my nose because I'm sick and stuffed up. Okay, so anywho, um, he is. This is not an insult on anybody. He is a shill. He said as much. The whole thing about Comicsgate, about diversity in comics, Richard Meyer, your boy Zach, whatever you want to call it, the whole reason he was there was to get an audience for his comic book. What ends up happening now is, are we deciding that he's lying to us now, trying to maybe shill for another audience? Or was he lying to everybody before, seeing it as a way of getting in and selling a comic book? So there you go. Anyway, guys, it is time for a cover ranking. And tonight, because the Lester sisters aren't here, I figured, okay, let's go a little gruesome. But I looked over every cover. I looked over everything, and there's not a lot coming up that is overly gruesome. Frankly, I think everything is A-okay to do, but I figured what would be the one thing that the Lester sisters would be less interested in. So I put up, okay, let's do some cover rankings of Michael Myers and Halloween. Last year for Halloween, we did Friday the 13th. We did Nightmare on Elm Street. So why not? Why not put this one in? And if MK is really nice, maybe, just maybe, he could convince me to do Chucky next year. All righty. But with that, you know what? I'm here with Eric, back issue Breen.
Oh, am I supposed to say something now?
Yeah. That's fine, though. There you go. Just so we know you're alive. And let's get this thing going. All right, let's go for book one. All right, now this is a collection. It's no one series because there was a bunch of mini series. This is just, I looked and I tried to find 13 good covers, or 12 good covers. I found some more. I've actually got rejects. Maybe I'll load those on and we can check them out a little bit later. But that being said, here you go, Eric. This is book one.
I like it. Yeah, actually, I like this a lot. I'm going to give this a 10.
All right. All righty. All right. Yeah, it's not bad. It's Halloween, but it's kind of off. I mean, this is a like based on the movie cover. It's almost a take on the classic one, which we're going to see later, where you have the jack-o'-lantern and the knife beside it. Yeah, I'm okay. I'll see your 10. I'm going to give it a 9, though. I don't know if it's 10 yet. Alrighty, here you go. I just realized I just covered the camera, and then you guys could hear me blow my nose, but you couldn't see. Goodness gracious. Winter for Floridian. Not all that sweet. All right, let's get to the chat, where One Slick is saying 9 and Eric and Boyd is saying 9. All righty. And then we have Stug, what's up, man? Saying 9. And Darth Kato says 9. Feels a bit off. All righty.
Desert Rose gives this a 9.
Okay. Dark Admiral. Oh, am I supposed to do Russian accents for Dark Admiral? I don't know why we give him a...
I'm kind of surprised by this cover. Not what I was expecting in a good way, though.
But he's the March Hare, so it really should be the Mad Hatter, or, you know, because it's from Alice in Wonderland. But anyway, he gives it a 10. All righty, next up we have 9. Don't say Halloween / Michael Myers, though. Okay, I get it. Like I said, it's a twist on the pumpkin and the knife going by the more famous one. The reflection on the knife is awesome, says Dark Admiral. Yo, Doth, says Jackson. I'm pretty sure in that accent.
But he gave it a 9 earlier.
And Desert Rose says, hey, na. Hey, na. Oh, how I love it. Tony Hayes saying, nice shirt, E. This issue is a 9. This was a gift from my wife. She got it because she knows I like black shirts. Am I right, Gail? No, that's not why you bought it.
No, I got it because it has birds.
The birds. That's why. Yeah, there you go. Okay. No, I'm French, according to Amy, says Dark Admiral. All right. Well, there we go. All right. Let's get the stop. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Ain't it great to be? Hey, say hello to everybody. Nope, that's your butt. Show off that cute face there. All right. No? Okay. All righty. Well, basically, it was 8 9s and 2 10s. So this is a very obviously a 9. Not a bad way to start off. Not a bad way to start off at all, ladies and gentlemen. All righty. And let us go to book 2. There we go. Book 2. Here we are. Hey, good, Eric. And Darth Gator says tweet too. He's talking to you. There you go. Okay, that's all you got to do. Not that. That's too loud. All right, book 2 looks a little bit like this. I love the eyes behind them. The colors are really good. I like the blood splatter. I don't remember why I put it so low. It actually looks pretty good. Yeah, I think I'll give this one a 10. What do you say, Eric?
I guess so, but why does he look like an aging 80s rocker?
Okay, I see it. I know what you're talking about. The hair is normal hair, but they've got the nose and everything, the way they've drawn and painted it, makes it look like he's almost got a mullet. Like
he's got long hair, looks like.
Yeah, like it's Ric Flair. The woo guy, that you guys keep on doing. Yeah. My guess is that Ashley has turned on the heater to heat up their room.
It was already on.
It was already on? Wow, it is.
Yeah.
It is a bit toasty in here.
Well, I'll check to see if she turned it up.
Okay. Our room, by the way, gets hotter faster than any place in this house. Clint gives this a 10. Alrighty. And then we have Pistachio is the most handsomest bird I have ever seen, says Tony. And you know what? That is true facts. That is true facts, except for, I don't know, twiddles. Alrighty. Let's see. Next up, we have One Slick Dude. Darth Kato Doesn't Rose gives this a 10 each. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Alrighty, we are getting a 7 from Eric and Boyd saying not feeling it. Every party has a pooper. That's why we invited you, Eric and Boyd and Joe, giving it a 7, a bouncy 7. All right, is that Vince Neil? Still a 10, says Tony Hayes. And right here we got Dark Admiral. We got Dark Admiral March Hare giving this a 9. That's my Mad Hatter. What do you think, Gail? Clink up, move down, clink up, move down, move down. No. No, not a very merry on birthday. No, still not. Nope. Okay. All righty. I guess there is no pleasing you. All right. Jackson Roykirk also pops out a 7 here. Oh, maybe I'll hold on to the pen. And then we have, let's see. Hello to Henry. Hello to Henry. Hello to Henry. Hello to. All right. That is a 6 from Henry saying average. It's average. It's average. Kiddo, Rosie, I love the Ed Gwynn voice. Thank you, Dark Admiral. Thank you for recognizing, first of all, Ed Gwynn. Awesome. And Ethereal gives this a 9. Boom, boom.
Yeah, Edmund Gwynn, he's that guy from them. Not sure if he did anything else, but
Yeah, I think that was all.
I'm pretty sure it was.
I love to laugh. Ha, 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 ha. Not anywhere near one of the greatest films of all time, Mary Poppins. Did I get Stugs 9? Yeah, actually I did. And I said hello to, wait, nope, 9, the girl's eyes look cool. I did miss that. Thank you for calling that out there, Jackson. All right, let's get the stop. Miracle on 34th Street. No. Who is that?
That's Edmund Gwynn.
That's Edmund. Okay, so who am I thinking then? Not Ed. Okay. I'm gonna look up Mad Hatter actor, and they're gonna tell me it's Johnny Depp. First one up, Edwin, not Gwen, Edwin.
Right.
Yeah. First one up was Johnny Depp. Okay. Yeah, it's Edwin, Dark Admiral. All right, let's go for book 3.
What was that one? That was at 10?
Oh, thank you. We had 1 6 and 3 7s, taking out 4 of the 6 10s, but only 1 9. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a 10. All righty. All righty, and the other one was a 9. Okay, and we are on book 3. There you go. And Halloween, Michael Myers, book 3. Oh, nope, that's 4. This is 3. There we go. It looks like the Super Saiyan version of Michael Myers. But what do you think there, Eric?
Yeah, I'm going to say 6.
Okay.
And whoever's, it's Edwin, Dark Admiral, was the one in the Twilight Zone episode.
Right. And in Mary Poppins, and yeah.
Yes.
And the Mad Hatter. Yes, on this channel, the bird is, in fact, the word. He's all puffed out and ready to go to sleep. He actually sometimes, I've mentioned this 1,000 times. All right. Like I said, it looks like the Super Saiyan version of Michael Myers. I expect his face to explode. Mortal Kombat. I know it's 2 different things I'm calling out, but yeah, it's just not working. I mean, they've got his head on fire as well as fire in the background. I don't know. I'm giving this a 5. No, I actually have an opinion on it. I'm giving this a 4. It really is not good. What? Every party has a pooper. That's I invited me. One Slick says 7, and so does Ethereal Dragon. Alrighty, and let's see. Eric and Boyd says 4. And then we've got an 8 from Desert Rose. 6, not feeling it, says Darth Kato. Isn't that what you said the last time, too? Let's see. 5, nice idea, but poor execution. Looks like someone used MS Paint for this cover, says Eric and Boyd. 5, it looks like Deadpool and Chucky had an ugly baby. Oh, lady then. And then it looks like Firestorm versus Michael Myers. We have book 3. It's average. It looks like a 6. Alrighty. And then we have you skipped Stug. Did I again? Where's Stug? Stug 5 looks too much like Dragon Ball, says. Okay. I think it's going to be an ongoing here, Stug. Alrighty. Let's see where to go. Skip. Okay. Joe gives this a 9, saying pretty cool. And then we have, I think Michael was in one of the Mortal Kombat games. I'm pretty sure he was at some point in time. And it's one skip Stug tonight, says Jackson. Now I'm putting up the stop, but remember, if you haven't voted yet, put in your numbers. They do count. There you go. Because right now we have 2 4s, taking out the 1 9, the 1 8, and then we've got 3 5s, taking out 2 7s and 1 of the 6s, but there's 2 6s left. Alrighty, and this is a 6. Ooh, additional. Go 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and we've done. This is 3, and it only made it to a 6. Yikes! I'll tell you what, though. Last year, those Friday the 13th, some of them were really just not good. The Nightmares also. All righty, let's go for book 4. All righty. And we had a little bit of a preview for that. And it was right here. Okay, so it's Michael Myers meets the Poltergeist clown, it looks like. I'm not sure what the clown's doing. I mean, the silhouette, the reflection in the window is awesome. I'm wondering what the significance of the clown is. Maybe Mystery is selling the book here. It's not a bad looking cover. And like I said, I do like the Michael Myers. I'm thinking this might be an 8. I'm going to go 8 on this one. How about you, Eric?
You know, with someone, do you remember that Mad Magazine cover with Mount Rushmore?
Mm-hmm.
But Alfred E. Newman was, I mean, it just kind of ruined what would have been an awesome, image. But it was a Mad Magazine, so that was supposed to be there. I guess you could say the same thing about this, but I don't get it. If the clown maybe looked menacing or something like that, I'm giving this another 6.
Okay.
7 for 10 for Michael Myers and a -4 for this clown.
Yeah, but which element is out of place? I mean, obviously, being a Michael Myers Halloween cover, I guess he's the one that should be there. But the clown is just rendered so well. I think this is one of the few covers that doesn't lose. We hear it a lot. Great idea, poor execution. This is great execution, poor idea. It just like, what is the idea behind this cover? It just doesn't really sing. Alrighty, so let's see. Ethereal Dragon comes in with a 6 on book 1. Alrighty, 10. This one is pretty cool, says Darth Cato. And we have a 5 from One Slick saying, eh. And then we have a 5 from Ethereal and Eric and Boyd. Next up, we have Don't Like Clowns, give it a 7, says Desert Rose. And then we have a 10 from Dark Admiral. Next up, we have a 7 from Joe. It's a bouncy 7. Good night, Mrs. Cavendish, wherever you are. Then we have a 6, not into clowns, says Stug. I'm telling you, before I met Gail, there was this, never mind. Let's see. I will remember you. Let's give that a 6. And then we have Jackson saying a 5. We've got a 5 from Jackson Rakirk. And let's see. Book 4. I like this one. It actually looks like Myers. Colors are soft, not bad. It is a 7. Here you are. This one looks interesting. I would buy it, says Tony Hayes, giving it an 8. All righty. Don't forget, Michael dressed as a clown on the night he killed his sister. And he had the yellow puff and the whole thing. So maybe that's a clown that looked like his Halloween costume. This clown was a balloon that escaped from Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. By the way, I've carried those balloons. I've been a balloon handler before. If there's wind, that thing really does feel like it could pick you up. Even though there's like 20 of you. All right. I watched it when I was a little kid. I've had a clown phobia ever since. I cannot stand them. I rewatched the remakes of it. Those are good movies. I like those. The second one gets some undeserved hate, I think. All right. Let me get the stop. All righty. And what we got here is four 5s taking down both of the 10s and both of the 8s. And then we have 2 6s versus 3 7s. 7s win. And that's where it's going to land, in the 7 spot. Right now we got 1 6, 1 7, 1 9, 1 10. Nothing is doubled up yet. Will this next one be an 8? I have no idea. Let's go for book 5. Alrighty, Eric. And here is book 5. My guess is this is the lead character because it's called Night Dance.
Yeah, I'm going to say 8. It's
okay.
The idea is cool. Michael in the background looks good. I still think the girl's not all that well done.
All right.
The head looks kind of big for the body. I don't know. Now I'm just nitpicking.
All right. I think Michael looks awesome in the background. We actually are getting the menacing face. Trust me, a lot of the pictures I've seen of while I'm trying to do the thumbnail and everything, a lot of times the way Michael Myers is filmed, he just looks like a 50-year-old man. Like the mask makes him look old. But this one's done well. The girls, I think I agree with you. I think I'm going 8 on this one as well. So, all right, Poltergeist ruined my brother on clowns. That's the movie to do it. That is the movie to do it. All right, Eric Boyd says 6. I don't know. And we have 7 from One Slick Dude. All righty. Ethereal Dragon says 7. Next, we have 10. Now, this is a great cover. Really liking this one, says Darth Cato. And we have a 6 and 7 from Jackson Raykirk and Joe. Already giving it a 7. A bouncy 7. And we'll say, yo, I'll say 8, says MK30. All righty, we give it an 8 from MK. And let's see, Stug gives this a 6. And then we have 7 from Tony Hayes. Tony Hayes, all in my brain. An 8 from Desert Rose. And a 9 from the Dark Admiral March Hair. And he's saying, it's not terrible. Alrighty, let's see. Do we go up? Here's Henry with book 5. Apparently, Michael Myers' mask was a Captain Kirk mask. Yep. It's a 4, this cover, Henry says. Not a big crowd tonight. It really is not. There's been eight people, according to StreamYard. I don't know what YouTube's telling me it is. But no, not a big crowd for the Michael Myers stuff. I got to tell you, these cover rankings have been draining views. It's tough to get them over 100 anymore. I like it. I have fun with it. I don't know how low it's going to go for me to say, yeah, guys, I don't know if it's worth it. Maybe we should switch things up. But so far, you know, I'm still having fun with these things. But if you can, guys, share it out a little bit. That would definitely help. Like, if you could possibly help the algorithm by, after we post it, go on over and put a comment in the comment section, not just in the chat here, but in the comment section. It'll boost the algorithm for the videos and possibly share it out to different people, and we could grow the audience from there. But yeah, these are dying on the vine. The last few, like, we end the night. We used to end the night with 100, like 120. At the peak, we were ending the night with 150 or higher. The right now we're ending the night with 45 views. It's not really good. But if you guys could put comments in the comment section after it's posted, preferably soon after, it definitely will boost the algorithm. Maybe it'll share out. Maybe we get a larger audience for it. But that is up to you, of course. All right. Let's see. This one had a 4, taking out one of the 10s. Then we have 3 6s, and it takes out one of the 1 9 and 2 of the 8s. And then the 4 7s come along and knock out the rest of the 8s. This is a 7. Okay, where to go? Here to go. Boom, boom. And let's go for book 6. I'll put comments, but I can't guarantee they won't be sarcasm away. Yeah, so long as it's an actual comment, I am commenting, that doesn't do it. It needs to be like words. I'm not talking about write a Tolstoy novel, but or a Toy Story novel. Just, you know, a couple of lines. Just like you were in the 1970s. A couple of lines will do. All righty, Eric. Here is book number 6. Now, that's him as a kid.
9.
All righty. Now, I'm digging this. You get the mask, so you know it's Michael Myers. If you know the movies, you know that's him as a kid. I like the painting. Everything looks good. I'm giving this a 10. This is an easy 10 for me. All righty. I see it must have been Jason I was thinking of. Thanks for the info. Okay, the con lives and gives this a 5. And then we have Please Don't Guarantee Rhaegar. What? Where do we have I was born a poor black child. One slick dude says 8, and so does Ethereal Dragon. All righty, 8 and 8. And then we have a 10 from Dark Admiral Mark Chair. Next, we have an 8 from Eric and Boyd saying, hey, it's an improvement. Plus, ladies and gentlemen, we got 5 more viewers. And if you are watching, feel free to vote on the cover. It's a 1, 2, 10 thing, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, and it's however you want it to be. All righty. Let's see. Do 8 an improvement. 8 it's all right from okay, where did I leave off? There we are. From Darth Kato. And then we have 9 from Miss Desert Rose. A MK saying, which do you think is creepier, Michael, Jason, or Jason if you saw one in the shadows? And 10 here. Probably Michael would be creepier, but Jason is a zombie built like a brick shit house. So that would probably be the scariest. Oh no. Rhaegar says 7, and Joe says, don't care for the placement. Give it a 6. All right, we got a 7. We got a 6. And let's see. Michael's silence and the way he looks creeps me out. If I saw him in an alley, I'd run. Yeah, I'd run away from both of them. But let's see. Henry, honestly, I never was a slasher movie fan. I like the monster movies better. Universal Monsters or sci-fi stuff like them. The Thing from Another World. It's a 5. I do believe we've established you are an older gentleman. I know myself, I am of the 80s, which means slasher films were everywhere. Stug says 7, and Tony says 9. All righty. There we go. And let me get the stop. But if you haven't voted, feel free to put your number in. We will count it. But for now, I like the monster movies better too, says Joe. We had 2 4s taking out 2 of those 3 10s. And then we have 2 7s taking out the last 10. And one of the 3 9s, we have 4 7s taking out 2 of the 9s, 2 of the 4 8s, leaving 2 left. This is an 8. All righty. We now have 2 7s, and now we have 2 8s. 1 9, 1 10, and the lowest is still a 6. Okay. And now we go for book 7. Have you seen your mother baby standing in the shadow? Wait, what? Have you seen your
Rolling
mother?
Stones lyric.
Say again?
Rolling Stones.
Oh, okay. And Henry saying, yeah, I'm a bloody fossil. Time is coming for you. Was what? Time has arrived. It's just, we're moving at the same speed. All right. Fun fact, Jason is a Michael knockoff. Well, but yeah, it depends on really how far back do you want to go. They're all Norman Bates ripoffs, aren't they? Okay, so here is book 7, Eric. Shush, boy.
A little homage, sort of, kind of.
Little psycho homage from Michael Myers.
I guess they're trying to work so hard to make her strategically hanging out of her towel that they forgot to make her look scared.
I thought it was there.
I'm going to say 7.
7? All righty. You have not been kind to these covers. I'm going 9 on this. I think it does work. All right. Yeah, but you have not been kind. Let's see. MK says, fun fact, Jason is Michael knockoff. When Sean Cunningham, the creator of Jason, made Friday the 13th, he and the other producer talked and said, let's rip off Halloween. Well, yeah, that is absolutely true. They had a title. They sold the movie on the title alone. Alrighty, let's see. Darth Cato says, and speaking of Norman Bates, and he gives it a 10. And then we have, well, Michael is the first supernatural slasher, not first slasher, but supernatural. Yeah, the ones that could get shot and still stand up. And yeah. Joe says 8. Dark Admiral says 10. And so does Rhaegar. So we have an 8 and 2 10s. Next, we have a Stug giving this a 10. And then we've got a 9 from One Slick Dude. Eric Boyd says 8 for the slightly covered side boobs. Alrighty. Okay. Now, of course, I've got to read these things off, and my wife is right here with her virginal ears. She has not heard such filth, Eric and Boyd. Thank you. Tony Hayes says 9. Desert Rose says 8. Goodness, I make myself laugh. And that's the important part. All right. Then we have, let's see. Eric hates Michael Myers. Confirmed. 9. Yes, she's not scared enough, but boy, the lighting effects are great. Yes, they are. They really do work on this thing. All right. Next up, we have, she doesn't look scared at all, says Desert Rose. And Henry says, book 7. It's okay. Looks too cartoony for me. It's a 7. There you go. I got to say, though, this is the kind of show that I like. I mean, a lot of us probably haven't seen these covers before. I didn't see a lot of these covers until I started gathering them for this this countdown. MK, okay, so nice Psycho homage. Or how about I read that better? Okay, so 10, nice Psycho homage. Alrighty, and that is from MK. Next, Eric and Boyd said, I said side boobas. That, you know, that makes it so much better. Thank you. The girl looks like she's in a different mood, says MK. Let's see. I didn't even know Halloween had a comic. It has quite a few, actually. And you added the extra T and L. Okay. There you go. All right. I'll just stop right now. There's the stop. And what we have here, what we got here is failure to communicate, which is the way he wants it. Well, he gets it. I don't like this any more than you do. Some men you just can't reach. All righty. This is 2 7s, 2 8s, taking down 4 of the 5 10s. And then we have 5 9s taking down the last one with 4 left over. This is another 9, ladies and gentlemen. All righty. No one can eat 50 eggs. All right, let's go for book 8. Well, we don't get the voices, you know, and it's just me and Eric. We don't get the voices, but at the very least, we're on book 8, half an hour into the show. All righty. So what does book 8 look like? Book 8 looks like this, ladies and gentlemen. I like it. I got to tell you, I really do like the next few covers. As you know, sometimes I'll put them in order that I find them to be awesome. And sometimes when we're ranking it, I'll see some of them like, ooh, that should have been higher. Ooh, that should have been lower. But this with the reflection in the knife, the blood all over the place. I also like the perspective, how, you know, the knife actually is getting smaller going back, and it's really awesome. I love this. This is a 10 to me. What do you say, Eric?
You know what I would have liked to have seen was like maybe like a couple of, you know, fingers on a hand, just barely in the picture.
Yeah.
And this didn't even need the reflection. I would have given this a 10 without the reflection.
Are you giving it a 10 with the reflection?
Yeah. I'm saying it didn't need it.
I think that's there just to remind, like Halloween 3, the Devil's Eyes. That's not enough. They need to show Michael Myers on the cover. Maybe that's.
But he wasn't in Halloween 3.
That's true. but this is Halloween 3, the comic, which, by the way, me and Gail watched Halloween 3 recently, and she gave it the awesome review of, it's all right.
Did you start divorce proceedings?
I did. She just kind of laughed at me and said, that's why I moved you to Indiana. Shut up, sit down. And that's it. Yeah, I tried. But yeah, she just said, it's all right. I got to tell you, Halloween 3 has really grown to me in the Halloween franchise. But Gail, that's her.
Halloween. No.
You didn't like the Halloween 3 movie?
No, I only like the first one.
Like you like with Gail, there's one Halloween movie, the first one, that's the only one. Which I know isn't true because she also likes H2O.
That's true. I do like
Yeah.
that too. That's it.
But you're riling up the bird.
Hi, Bird.
Well,
Yeah. It's a choice for
All right.
anybody in the room.
all I can say is it's not the first time I've questioned Gail's taste.
He says this is not the first time he's questioned your. Wait a second. Fuck off. You're talking about me, aren't you?
Maybe.
All right, let's see what's going on. I had a bakery manager who would quote that movie and talk about it every dang day. Is that 3 more days till Halloween, Halloween, Halloween? Is that Alanis Morissette's Isn't It Ironic? Oh, I hope not. Some men you just can't reach. Lindsey Graham on dating, probably. Well, no, it was Cool Hand Luke, by the way. Yeah, I miss the girls, but loving the speed, says Jackson. One Slick says 10. This one works well. All righty. Next, we have Jackson Rickert saying 7 and Ethereal Dragon saying 8. All righty. So we got a 7 and an 8. And next, Desert Rose says 10. And we've got a 7 from American Boyd and then a 10 from Darth Kato. Zoinks. Next up, we have an 8 from Stug and a 10 from Dark Admiral. Okay, Joe gives this an 8, a bouncy 8. All righty. It's.
I guess.
Oh, go ahead.
That's. I guess when you put it up, I'll have to provide my own sound effect.
Okay. It's because Venkman isn't here to regale us with his amazing knee slippers. And
Something.
oh, wait a second. Hold on just a second here. Maybe. Wait. Okay. It might be delayed a little bit, but give us your best shot.
Something. The one in the house. Sky movie. I rate 8.
All righty. Hey, we can at least provide what needs to be provided, ladies and gentlemen. All righty. It's all right. It is about for Halloween 3. It's all right is about right for Halloween 3. So Darth Kato agrees with you. It's all right. And it's not all right. It's I. How many more days till Halloween? 9 more days till Halloween. Halloween. 9 more days till Halloween. Silver
Shamrock.
All righty, Gailey, join in. 9 more days till Halloween. Come on,
I hate that song and I hate that movie.
the fuck just happened? The camera died from the singing. It literally had no reason to fall over. It was just like, I'm done. If this is what I was built for, I'm out. That's it. All righty. Let's see. Same here. I'd argue it's the best sequel, says Joe. Bert O'Reilly. Something wrong with my internet connection. Not a joke. Henry says 8. The wood of the handle looks great. Red would have been better than brown for blood. Pretty cool though. It's a 9. I think the red would have covered up the fact that there was blood all around. Yeah. He walked into that one eyes wide open. Hey, hi the road, says something, while Rhaegar gives this a 10. All righty. Tony Hayes, I come to mess the internet for you. Michael Myers needs to play Stabbity Stab to alt counts. I know, right? All right, let's see. I thought you fell off the chair. Nah, the camera couldn't take it anymore. He is over here torturing technology with his singing. Damn straight. Damn, at first I thought he fell off the chair.
That's what it looked like.
Really? I wish I saw it. I can't wait. I'll watch it on the playback because I guess the camera fell backwards, so it looks like okay. That's awesome. All right, let's get the stop here, gang. Boom, boom. Camera curse of Halloween. It's not Halloween. Do you know how I know? There's 9 more days till Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. 9 more days till Halloween. Silver Shamrock. All right, what we had here was 2 6 2 what is it? 2 7s taking out
shit,
2.
My camera just resigned.
2 7s, no, 2 7s taking out 2 of those 7 10s, and then we have 3 8s. So there, it's all the way down to 2 10s now, guys. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all around the world, we now have our first 10 because there was only 1 9. Oh wait, no, it's our second 10 of the night. That's right, I forgot. We had one before. Okay, let me flip the page here. Little man, are you okay over there? All right. Okay, and let's get the go for book 9. There you go. Camera, hey camera, he's singing again. You are an ant. How are you causing that destruction?
What the heck?
He just toppled a whole bunch of boxes by flying by him. That's some powerful wings right there, little man. Yeah, it's got you scared to go over there now, doesn't it? Uh-huh. It's okay. It's okay. You're still cool. You're still cool. Alrighty, book 9. No. Oh, no. Here you go, Eric. Book 9.
Okay. I have no idea what's going on here. Yeah, what the maiden and the pumpkin. I don't care. It's 10.
Yeah, this is one of those things again. It's like, what is the idea behind this? What is the story it's being told? Obviously, the pumpkin is representing Michael Myers. Well, the kitchen knife is representing Michael Myers. The pumpkin and Halloween itself, and the character. It's called Halloween Night Dance. So my guess is, I haven't read this, but my guess is the final girl is a dancer. So you get all of this. She is inside the pumpkin. It's finally Halloween, and obviously in trouble because of the night. I don't know. But this is one of those things where, once again, execution seems to be done better than the idea, but it's still. I got to give this a 10. This is a great image. This is
You know what we say when it's finally Halloween, right?
And what would we say?
Happy, happy Halloween.
Halloween, Halloween, happy, happy Halloween, silver shamrock. Exactly. Alrighty.
Has Gail left you yet?
Gail, have you started filing for divorce? She says not yet.
Well, we've got 9 more days.
9 more days till Halloween. The power of pistachio. The power of pistachio compels you. Oh, that's a movie we should watch. Your room is haunted. You have a poltergeist. Batman guy. Oh, I'm sorry. This is yours. Oh, hold on. Dun, 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 and go.
Something. Venkman guy talk a lot. I rate 9.
All right. There you go. And did we pass over anybody to get to? Nope. Something was really the first one out the box. There we go. Okay. Wait. Where are we? That's 8. I'm going too high. I'm too high, man. Just way too high, man. All right. Pistachio, the powerful boxes feel the wrath. Pistachio can't wait for Halloween. He has plans. And Eric and Boyd gives this a 9 as well as One Slick Dude. All right. Next up, we have a 10 from Darth Cato. This one is awesome. I love everything about this one, says Darth Cato. All righty. Stug says 9, but Desert Rose says 10. And Halloween is on Friday. Is the panel going to dress up for us? You're lucky I'm wearing pants. I don't think I've got any kind of costume plans. I don't think I've got any costume kind of clothes. Let's see.
We need to dress Pistachio up.
We need to dress Pistachio. He'd love that. Maybe I'll dress like Pistachio with a green tuxedo suit with a blue tail. I'm going to make E a D&D character with a magical bird. All right. MK says the dancer makes it look odd. Should be a skull. If you guys know the intro of some of the movies, you know, but pretty cool cover. I love comics. Would you say Halloween theme is the most epic horror? You mean the epic horror theme? Give me just a sec.
Does Jaws count as horror?
The best horror theme. I mean, Exorcist has pretty good, but I don't know. I think Halloween is better than that.
Well, you've had more chances to hear Halloween also.
Psycho with the Bernard Herrmann score is pretty damn awesome. And it's not just the read thing, but there's a good theme when she's driving, and I wish I had it in my head, but I know Psycho's got a great theme as well. So yeah, I don't know. That's a good thought. I mean, Halloween's excellent. Can't deny Halloween is excellent. Joe says 8. The tiny ballerina hurts the look. And then we have and his side kickback issues. Okay. I see. Okay, good question. Desert Rose. Tony Hayes is saying what? I'm going to make and the magical bird and the sidekick back issue bring. Well, thank you for the sidekick. Let's see. Can we divorce Eric? I don't know. Book 9. It's all right. It's a 7, says Henry. And then we have always watching something Wong. Tony Hayes says 10. And RDV gives this a 5. Well, it's called Night Dance, so I think a dancer made sense. Yeah, I agree with that. Boom. Rhaegar says 10. No Jaws, says Rhaegar. Jaws, I don't consider pure horror, more of a thriller. Monster movie is what it is. I mean, you just break it down. Yeah, it's something that's real and in nature, but it's a monster movie. The Exorcist, though, is really good. Horror. Yeah, horror. I like the Halloween theme, says Desert Rose. Jaws is a horror movie. You skipped Dark Admiral, Ethereal, and Jackson. I hit a record, huh? I think what happened was some comments threw them up. Okay, Eric Boyd says, oh, good. Well, where are their scores? Desert Rose, Ethereal, and Jackson, 10, 9, and 8. Alrighty, or 8, 9, and 10. Okay, let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Exorcist theme gives me chills. The Exorcist theme is great with those steel drums or whatever they're called. John Carpenter did the movie directing, writing, and composed the theme. For that alone, I have to give it to Halloween. Hey, it's not bad. Not bad at all. All right, let's get the stop here. Alrighty. Well, we're going quickly. Everybody's comments are getting read off. There you are. Okay, this had a 5, a 7, and 2 8s, taking out 4 of those 7 10s. There are 3 left. But unfortunate for the cover, there are 5 9s, so 2 9s are standing. This is a 9, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty then, let's move on, and it's book 10. Remember to click like and subscribe, or E will continue to sing. E will continue to sing either way. Let's be honest about that.
Yeah,
but
there's no reason to like or subscribe.
Remember to go after the video is done and it's posted. Please go to the chat, put comments in the algorithm, comments in the comment section. Request, that's a good place to make requests for future cover rankings. Name your top 5 that you would love to see. Yeah, and it won't go unnoticed. But yeah, we need to get some views back onto these shows here. Oh God, creates 10 new accounts. RDV, he is not a bad singer. He does well on Argentina. Argentina. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Halloween 2 had the remix theme and sounded creepy as hell, says MK. In the hospital at the end, you'll see what I mean. I liked Halloween 2. Gail does not. We make it work anyhow. Okay, did we get the book 10? Okay, here is book 10, Eric. Oh, wait, no, it's mine. I do the even numbers. Okay, book 10. 10. This is the classic Halloween that we know of. It's been on movie posters. It's been on video boxes. It's an excellent image. It's well done here. Obviously, this is a recreation of it, but it absolutely works for me. I'm giving this a 10, Eric.
Oh, yeah, this is a 10.
All righty. And with that, we go to the chat. I rhymed. Let's see. Did you remember to... No. Did I remember to monetize this? No, I did not. Now, I stopped monetizing the the auctions. I stopped monetizing those during the run because it just seems wrong. Also, some of you guys have mentioned that you get commercials. Oh wow, I'm down to 17,000 again. Yay! I'm going. I'm not in 18,000 after 7 years. Let's see. Content. Go to live. Where is it? There it is. And monetize. All right. That's the 2. I haven't monetized the last 4 videos. The hell am I doing? When we were on YouTube, I never, when YouTube had its good streaming service, I never missed it because it's right there. But this one you have to go, and I forget. I just forgot. There you go. All right. What do we have? Well, the Weird Wonder Tales finally went over the 100 mark. It's 103. Marvel Tales, the zombie magazine, has not yet made it to 100 yet. Neither has Turok, Son of Stone. Alrighty, so if you guys haven't watched those, by all means, please do. Let's go to the chat. Just research for Exorcist theme. These instruments were used. Piano, the actual tubular bells, and various other instruments like organs, guitars, and mandolins. Alrighty, let's see. Yay, Halloween 2 is really good, says Darth Kato. And Ethereal Dragon starts us off with a 9. Next, we get a 10 from Stug saying it's perfect. It's perfect. It's so beautiful. It's like Jesus' love. He didn't say that, I did. 10, I dig it, says Eric and Boyd. One Slick Dude gives us a 10 as well. Gail is just a recording, says Ethereal Dragon. She does not actually exist. It's like I hire an actress like Vera. No, we never heard Vera. What's his name's mom in Big Bang Theory or whatever. You just, oh, wait, no, the voice, the elevator guy from Rhoda, right? That was just a voice.
Carlton, your doorman.
There you go. 10, it's a classic, says Darth Kato. And then agreed, Kato, one of my favorite guy gets his eyes blown out and still moving like, oh, scratch. I don't know what that means. Jackson Raykirk says 10. Alrighty, then Erica Boy, Tubular Bells. That's what I was trying to think of. Thank you. And I got 6 pumpkins to carve. I need some faces. Well, you got Eric's right here on his profile. And Tony Hayes gives this a 9.
Remember,
Next up, say again.
we are all small faces.
Right. Here's a question. Who's the better actress, Jamie Lee Curtis or her mother? And 10, of course, epic poster. I honestly think Jamie Lee Curtis had been given more opportunities than her mother had.
But
her mother's been in some awesome movies, though.
Yeah, Touch of Evil.
That's exactly where my head went to. Also, I've got Psycho and love Psycho, and but I could tell you 2 movies she's been in right off the top of my head. She's probably been in other things that I liked, but
we talking about Jamie Lee Curtis, or Janet Leigh.
Janet Leigh, yeah,
she's in my favorite Christmas movie. She's Robert Mitchum's love interest in Holiday Affair.
Okay, Holiday Affair. All right. Okay, 10, cool colors and design, nice detail, says RDV. And then we have book 10, it's cool image of the knife mirroring the shape of the pumpkin. Yeah, it's a 10, says Henry. And then we have a 10 from Desert Rose, and that would look cool in the dark. And then we have, give me a sec.
Something. This one scare me. High rate, 10.
All righty. Eric and Boyd says, no problem. I thought all of the bells were used. I don't know there were so many other instruments. Yeah, it was called tubular bells. All righty. Pistachio, Englantine, and Professor Pixel are some ideas, says Eric and Boyd.
There was the 80s version, totally tubular bells.
Right. Rhaegar says 10. All righty. Next, let's see. Jamie Lee Curtis is a butterface. She looks better with long hair, though. Nice smoking hot bod, says Eric and Boyd. Okay. Gail isn't a paid actor. She's serving her community service sentence living with Englantine. Oh, goodness. You hear the respect I get, Gailey?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Are you agreeing with this?
No.
All right. Let's get the stop. And RDB, I'm ready for more Christmas movie reviews with Eric. There we go. And let's see what we got here. We got 3 9s. We've got 13 10s, ladies and gentlemen. All righty, our third 10 of the evening. There we go. And let's move on to book 11. All righty, Eric, here is book 11.
I know what they're going for. To me, it's overkill. I can't do it. 7.
All righty. Earlier, I was mentioning, this is one of those things. Like when I first saw it, I was like, wow, that is a really cool image. It really is. But then I thought, now I'm looking at it, I'm thinking it's cheesy, Yeah. Like I said, I know what they're going for. But I think for reflection in the blood would work better than apparently she bled out in a way that the shading caused dark eyes. Now, if she, say she bled out and it was near some rocks and kind of the way the blood washed, it did that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at, it's not a bad image. It's a cheesy one. Yeah, I'm going to agree with your 7 there. Let's go to the chat and see what they have to say. One Slick is agreeing, saying 7, and Stug says 6, and Ethereal says 5. So we have a 5, we have a 6, and we have a 7. All righty. Next up, book 11. Whatever. It's a 5, but RDV says, no, it isn't. It's a 4. Okay. And then we've got a 6 from Jackson and Desert Rose and Eric and Boyd going, oh, no. And Dark Admiral March here and Tony Hayes. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sixes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Joe gives this a 7, a bouncy 7. And next up, too much blood. The puddle wouldn't be that big, says one slick. Trust me, I know these things. I've seen these things. Darth Kato says 6 is about right. It kind of works, and it kind of doesn't. All righty, Justice Face would have worked. More MS paint, says Eric and Boyd. MK says it's overkill. I saw what Eric did there. Get it? It's overkill. Ha ha. Who is the best final girl in all horror movies? Ha ha. Anyway, 9. I like this. It's grim. All righty. Who is the best final girl? You know what? I'm gonna send this to the chat, but I'm gonna say one thing. You can't name Jamie Lee Curtis. Obviously, it became her franchise, as far as Final Girl, even though she was only in 2 movies before they decided to reboot in H2O. Who is the best final girl? And okay, I've got a couple of them. I got 2 that I want to mention, and I'll tell you why. The first is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't know the name of the character, and I'm talking about the original. And the second one is the final girl in Friday the 13th 3. These are the ones that popped in my head first as being awesome, and I'll tell you why. They are fucked out of their brains. And I don't mean physically. I mean the events of the night before have caused them to lose their minds. You don't get that. There's a lot of slasher movies. There's a lot of horror movies where at the end of the day, they're hugging you. We made it. We're alive. I mean, you just saw your entire life, your friends, everybody you know and loved slaughtered. And at the end of the movie, you're celebrating. Very few times do you ever see characters act and react to the night before. The final girl in Friday the 13th is actually shaking as the cops are leading her away. And the final girl, as she gets into the truck, she's screaming. She's scared. She is, even as she's driving away, she's so scared that she's screaming in fear. So I love those as the final girl because they actually react to the situation they've been in. How about you, Eric?
The final girl from the first Friday the 13th.
Okay.
Because she's the first train out in the second one.
Okay.
I thought that's a really cool idea. Thought it was kind of shitty. It's like, oh, I survived the first one. Yeah. Picked the wrong
I stick
time.
to the head.
Picked the wrong time to open the freezer door. I don't know. I'd never really thought about it before, but that'd be my pick, I guess.
Okay. By the way, have you guys seen the movie Final Girls, where the main girl, her mother was in a slasher film, and somehow her and her friends end up in that slasher movie? It's pretty good. I recommend it. It's called Final Girls, not Final Girl, which is about a girl who is stalked by a fraternity, and she just kind of turns things around and ends up killing him. MK, after Laurie Strode, I always liked Sidney Prescott, but for Final Guy, Andy Barkley. Okay, some Chucky. All right. Christy Swanson from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Well, she's kind of main character. Yeah, I guess. I don't know if is that Final Girl? All right. Does Sleepaway count as a Final Girl? Well, the killer, by the way. Yeah. Anyway, let's get the stop here. Whoa, what happened? What's going on? All righty. Screen sharing was canceled. Make sure you click share on the okay, cool. All right. Let's get the stop. And this one was 1-4 and taking out 1-9, and then we have 2 5s taking out the 1-8 and 1 of the 4 7s, and then we have 7 6s. This is the 6, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. And now we are down to the last book of the night. All righty. Go for book 12. All righty. And this is what I picked as the final Halloween. Usually that means I thought it was around the best. And I thought, okay, this one's a Halloween cover. This one is a Michael Myers. There's no getting around what this book is about. I love the silhouette. I love the steam causing a little bit of light. I like the fact that the lighting fits where it is. Because if you look where the mask is lit, it's only in the back where his back is actually lit. The lighting is perfect on this. The skull, the steam, the blood. This is a 10. This is a very solid 10 to me. How about you, Eric?
Yeah, that's 10.
All righty. Now with that, let's get to the chat, see what they've got to say. Sick cover, says Stug, giving this a 10. I know, right? This is a Halloween cover. 10 from Ethereal Dragon. And then we have a 10 from American Boyd. Yeah, this one is dramatic. The coloring, the shadows, the action, very scary. And then Desert Rose gives this a 10, and so does Dark Admiral. Alrighty. Next up, book 12, not bad. It's an 8. Every party has a pooper. That's what we invited you, Henry and Jackson. Alrighty, we've got 10. Whoever drew this cover really killed it, says Darth Cato, giving it a 10. And then we have an 8 from Jackson. That's why I included his name. We have a 9 from Joe, a bouncing 9. Alrighty, and
Some ding. That cool cover. I rate 10.
Alrighty. And we got a 10 from Something. All right, next up, we've got Rhaegar with a 10. And then, let's see, 9 for me, too heavy with the shadowing, says One Slick. Next up, Michael's really on top of his game. The skull in the back is very MK-like. How about this? What are the top 3 horror masks in horror ever? And 10, of course. MK says. Henry Jackson sounds like a law firm. Let's see, in an accident, call Henry and Jackson. Okay, there we go. Let's get the stop. If you haven't voted yet, put your numbers on in. We will count them. But as far as this one, we have 2 8s. We have 2 9s, but we also have 11 10s. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is a 10. And we ended the day with 2 6s, 2 7s, 3 9s, and 4 10s. All righty. And 1 8. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Let me actually share this out here. And now the end is near. There we go. And this is what the board looks like. Okay, so shall we go through all starting with 6, or do you guys just want to do 9 and 10?
Just do 9 and 10.
Just do 9 and 10? All right, I'm good with that. Okay, so we have 9 with 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then we have 10 with 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And let me remind you kids of what the 9s were. All righty, this is book 1. Book 2. And book 3. All righty. Eric, what is your favorite and least favorite of the 9s?
Favorite is 3, least favorite is 2.
All righty. And I am going favorite is 3, but my least favorite is 1. All right, let's get to the chat. And I would roll with Michael's mask. Oh, talking about the top 3 masks. Michael's mask, Leatherface, Pretty Lady mask, and then Jason and or Ghostface. Okay. Oh, thank you for the 9s there, guys. Desert Rose says 3 and 2. And
Does
then
the Scream Mask have a name?
Ghostface.
Oh, okay, that would be in top 3.
Yeah. Let's see. Ethereal says 3 and 1. And then we have One Slick saying 3 and 2. And then we have 3 and 1 from Darth Kato. And there we go. All right. Is that everybody? MK? The Nines, 3 and 2 says Henry. All righty. Jackson says 2 and 1. Finally, something else got a positive. And 3 and 1 from Rhaegar. And then we have, let's see, Nines, 3 and 1 says MK was deciding. All righty. So, Joe says 3 and 1. Well, we know what wins and we know what loses. All right, let me get the stop in here because it's very obvious what has won and what has lost. All righty. That being said, 2 stays where it is. It got 1 positive and 4 negatives. And 1 got no positives, 7 negatives. And 3 got 10 positives, no negatives. All right, let's move on to FOA. Not 4, 10, which of which there are 4. FOA. Or I put 19 for some reason. Okay, 10. There we go. There we go. Got to go. Have a good night. Dark Admiral, we're literally on the last book. Give us your favorite and least favorite of the 10s before you go, Dark Admiral. These are the books. We have book 1, book 2, book 3, and book 4. All righty. Eric, favorite and least of the 10s. The 10s.
Favorite is 3.
All righty.
And I'm going to say, I guess, got to pick one. So I'm just going to say 1.
All righty. My favorite is 4. That is just a fantastic cover. 3 is iconic, but 4 tells the tale. And my least favorite of them are, I'm going to go with 2. I'm going to go with the knife on the floor. All of them are really cool, though. All right, let's see what the chat says. MK starts off, 2 isn't bad, but mid sounds good. I'm happy with, okay. One Slick says 3 and 1. All righty. And then we've got 3 and 1 from Darth Kato as well. 10s, 3 is the best, 1 is worst. Rhaegar mirrors that. And 3 and 1 from Desert Rose. I'm catching a pattern here. Book 3 gets a 10. Yeah, well, so did book 4. That one's so better. Best is 4, no like 2. Excuse me. You coward.
Did you get Jackson's?
Jackson.
Yeah, she went from Rhaegar to Desert.
Oh, 3 and 1. Alrighty, and then we have 3 gets 10. We got 4 and 2 says Ethereal. 4 and 2. Next up is 4 and 1 from Joe. All right, and then we've got 3 and 1 from Little Rhaegar. And damn, this is tough, but for the 10s, 3 is favorite, 2 is least favorite. All righty, we've got an obvious here, guys. Let me stop this. Let me get it where it needs to go. You know what? I'll do that while I'll just say this. This is the one we're sending to the bracket fights, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one we should have, but this is the one we're going to.
How do you like your Defenders 10 now?
Yeah. All righty. So book 3 was number 1. Book 1 was number 4. Book 4 was number 2. And book 2 was number 3. All right. There we go, guys. But yeah, that's what we are sending to the bracket fights from the, what are we talking about? From the Michael Myers Halloween. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I mean, I was afraid this was going to chase people away because it's very specific. I don't know why, because the other slashers didn't, but I don't know. Maybe it's because my wife's been telling me how sucky Michael Myers and Halloween films are for the last month. So I'm starting to believe her. Not really. I'm going to put on a great movie like Halloween 6 or something now. All right, but that's the one we are sending to the bracket fights, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let me get that down. There you go, and we can stop sharing. Okay, as far as best masks, yeah, I think there's a few that are iconic, but when you're talking about best masks, horror masks, I guess Ghostface, Leatherface, and Michael Myers here, the only ones that really have a, I mean, what are you going to say? What was the Heartthrob or something from Valentine's Day? Wasn't it Cherub? Or Happy Death Day? Wasn't that just a baby? I mean, can you think of a good horror mask from a slasher film, Gail?
Sleepy.
She says, no, Sleepy. Or are you saying like Sleepy, did they make a Snow White slasher film and Sleepy was the one that was scariest? I don't know. Anyway. All righty, kids, there you go. Tomorrow, Gail and I usually take the day off, but on Friday, we're coming back for Weird War Tales. And then, of course, Saturday is the auction, and Sunday is crystal ball covers. And that should be fun. It is. It's an Eric and Boyd chosen night, and I think he chose some interesting covers. So, yeah, there you go. That being said, thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you had a good time. I have only 3 Halloween comics in my collection, says Black Spider. Alrighty. Mr. E, you have a great horror mask. It is called Age. Thank you. You guys have a great time. And as always, thank you very, very much for watching. Don't forget, go over to the comments when this is posted and comment on it. Help the algorithm so these things can actually get more views. Have a good night, guys. See you.
Good night, kids.